a turning point in the contemporary world. In recent years, we have witnessed a surge in major global upheavals. Changes in politics, economics, and technology have created unprecedented waves in human history. Amidst this, the question of whether we are living in the last days of humanity, as predicted in ancient religious texts, particularly the Bible, has become more pressing than ever. The year 2024 has become a significant milestone with a series of surprising and dramatic events, from political controversies to rapid technological advancements. These events are not merely random changes. They could be signs of prophecies that were foretold thousands of years ago. One of the most notable events this year was the discussion between Tucker Carlson, a renowned journalist, and John Rich, a famous artist and music producer. Their conversation delved into not just current issues, but also the mysteries of the Book of Revelation, particularly the beast and the role of the Antichrist in the end times. The turbulence in the modern world. Signs of the end times. The year 2024 has witnessed a series of remarkable events, from disruptions in major world governments to the rapid development of new technologies like artificial intelligence and biotechnology. These events have not only caused significant changes in how we live and work, but also raised questions about the future of humanity. In his conversation with Tucker Carlson, John Rich expressed the view that, in the modern context, the prophecies in the Book of Revelation are not just religious stories, but could also be specific warnings about what is happening and what may happen in the near future. Events like the development of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and advanced surveillance technologies can be seen as signs of the global control that the Book of Revelation predicted. John Rich also pointed out that in a world where technology can be used to monitor and control people, it is not hard to imagine that the prophecies in the Book of Revelation might be gradually coming true. The development of CBDCs, for example, could be used to control the global economy and monitor every financial transaction of the population, paving the way for a comprehensive control system as described in the Bible. Tucker Carlson, who had read the Book of Revelation but had never seen the connection between what was predicted in modern life, could not hide his surprise. He admitted that he had never imagined that the Book of Revelation could describe in detail how people would be unable to buy or sell without the mark of the beast. This made him wonder whether there could be an alliance of nations that would force humanity to accept this mark in the end times, and if so, what technology would be used to accomplish that. To understand these signs better, we need to look back at the history of religious prophecies and how they have been interpreted and understood over the ages. The development of technology and global politics in recent decades has changed how we understand these prophecies, turning them from vague warnings into concrete possibilities. Modern technology, the gateway to the fulfillment of prophecies. Technology is changing rapidly, and its development has opened up unprecedented possibilities. However, along with the benefits that technology brings, there are also inherent risks. One of the biggest challenges is how we can use technology safely and responsibly while upholding human and religious values. One of the famous prophecies in the Book of Revelation is about a living image that would be created, capable of speaking and causing people to be killed if they do not worship it. It was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast so that the image of the beast could speak and cause all who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. Revelation 13:15. In the modern context, this prophecy can be understood as the development of technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, and holographic technology, where living images can interact and control people's lives. Advances in technology not only help us connect and communicate more easily, but also pave the way for profound societal changes, especially related to power and control. In today's world, it is not difficult to imagine that these technologies could be used to enforce compliance and loyalty, just as described in the Bible. The mark of the beast, a global control tool or a fulfilled prophecy. The mark of the beast is one of the most famous prophecies in the Book of Revelation. According to the Bible, this mark will be imposed on all people, from the greatest to the least, from the rich to the poor, from the free to the slave. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. Revelation chapter 16 to chapter 17. In the modern world, with the development of digital payment systems and surveillance technology, the imposition of such a control system is no longer a distant possibility. The development of digital currencies, biometric identification technologies, and advanced surveillance systems has created powerful tools to control the global economy and monitor every action of people. John Rich pointed out that the mark of the beast might not only be a religious symbol, but also a global economic control system. In the modern world, the imposition of such a control system is no longer far-fetched. These technologies not only create new conveniences, but also open up unprecedented possibilities for monitoring and controlling people, just as described in the book of Revelation. Political and religious leaders, manipulators of the masses. The development of technology has not only changed the way we live, but also the way political and religious leaders control and manipulate the masses. These leaders can use advanced technologies to perform miracles, deceive people, and persuade them to adhere to strict regulations of a global power system. John Rich issued a warning that when leaders have the ability to use technology to manipulate and control the masses, we might witness the rise of dictatorial leaders who are willing to use any means to consolidate their power. This could lead to a dark period where individual freedoms are threatened and humanitarian values are violated. The Bible and warnings for the future. The Bible is not only a religious book, but also an important source of material containing prophecies and warnings about the future of humanity. These prophecies are not just warnings, but also opportunities for us to change and better prepare for the future. In the Bible, there are prophecies about the return of Jesus and the events that will occur before, during, and after this period. These prophecies have been mentioned throughout history, and many believe that they are gradually coming true. The book of Revelation, in particular, is one of the most important books containing prophecies about the end times, with detailed descriptions of the events and signs that will happen. The development of technology has changed how we understand and interpret these prophecies. For example, the development of artificial intelligence and advanced surveillance systems has highlighted the possibility of a global control system, as predicted in the Bible. This is not just a warning about the future, but also a challenge to humanity. How can we use technology responsibly while maintaining ethical and religious values? As we look at current events, from the rise of advanced technologies to political and social instability, we cannot help but wonder, are we approaching the end times as predicted in the Bible? These signs are not just warnings, but also calls for us to prepare and act responsibly. The role of technology in the end times. How technology is shaping the future of humanity. Technology has been and continues to play a crucial role in our lives. From smart devices to artificial intelligence, technology has changed how we live, work, and interact with each other. However, along with the conveniences that technology brings, there are also inherent risks. One of the biggest risks is the use of technology to control and monitor people. Advances in technology not only help us connect and communicate more easily, but also open up unprecedented possibilities for monitoring and controlling people. In today's world, it is not difficult to imagine that these technologies could be used to enforce compliance and loyalty, just as described in the Bible. One of the famous prophecies in the book of Revelation is about a living image that would be created, capable of speaking and causing people to be killed if they do not worship it. It was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast so that the image of the beast could speak and cause all who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. Revelation chapter 13:15. In the modern context, this prophecy can be understood as the development of technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, and holographic technology, where living images can interact and control people's lives. While technology can bring significant benefits and conveniences, it can also become a powerful tool for enforcing global control. For example, advanced surveillance systems can be used to monitor every action of people, from where they go to what they buy. These systems not only create an environment of continuous monitoring, but also open up the possibility of tightly controlling people's lives, just as described in the book of Revelation. The social consequences of technological development, the loss of privacy and personal freedom. As technology develops, we increasingly face the risk of losing privacy and personal freedom. Advanced surveillance systems can monitor our every action, from where we go to what we buy. This not only creates an environment of continuous monitoring, but also threatens our privacy and personal freedom. In today's world, the use of technology to monitor and control people has become a reality in many countries. This raises questions about individual freedom and human rights in the modern world. Are we willing to give up our privacy and personal freedom in exchange for the convenience and security that technology brings? These questions are not just theoretical issues, but also real challenges that we must face. As technology continues to develop, we need to carefully consider how we use it and the consequences it may have for our privacy and personal freedom. The impact of global politics on religious prophecies. It is not just technology, but also global politics that plays an important role in fulfilling religious prophecies. The rise of authoritarian governments, coupled with the use of technology to monitor and control citizens, can create an environment conducive to the emergence of a global control system, as predicted in the Book of Revelation. Political leaders can use advanced technologies to perform miracles, deceive the masses, and persuade them to adhere to strict regulations of a global power system. These technologies not only create new conveniences, but also open up unprecedented possibilities for monitoring and controlling people, just as described in the Bible. The future of humanity. Where are we headed? Looking at current events, from the rise of advanced technologies to political and social instability, we cannot help but wonder, are we approaching the end times, as predicted in the Bible? These signs are not just warnings, but also calls for us to prepare and act responsibly. Humanity is standing on the threshold of a new era, one in which technology and global politics could reshape the entire structure of our society. In this context, understanding and interpreting religious prophecies can help us view and respond to the challenges that the future holds. While technology and politics can bring significant benefits and conveniences, they can also become powerful tools for monitoring and controlling people. To cope with these challenges, we must maintain vigilance and be ready to face the changes that may occur in the future. The role of religion in modern society. From prophecies to practical action, religion is not only a part of history and culture, but also a vital factor in shaping human thought and action. Religious prophecies are not just warnings about the future, but also advice and guidance on how we should live and act in the present. In the modern world, the role of religion remains crucial. The prophecies in the Bible are not just ancient stories, but also specific warnings about what may happen in the future. Understanding and interpreting these prophecies can help us better prepare for the future while maintaining moral and religious values in an increasingly complex world. Religion can also play an important role in addressing the challenges posed by technology and global politics. By upholding moral and religious values, we can use technology responsibly while protecting our privacy and personal freedom in a world that is increasingly being monitored and controlled. Future scenarios. What can we expect based on religious prophecies and current signs? We can envision various future scenarios. One of these scenarios is the emergence of a global control system where every action of people is monitored and controlled. This could happen through the use of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, biometric identification technology, and advanced surveillance systems. Another scenario is the rise of authoritarian governments, where leaders use technology to consolidate their power and control the masses. In this scenario, individual freedom and human rights could be severely threatened, and we could witness the emergence of a dark period in human history. However, there could also be more positive scenarios, where technology is used responsibly to improve human life while protecting privacy and personal freedom. In this scenario, religion and ethics could play an important role in guiding and regulating how we use technology, ensuring that it is used for the benefit of all humanity, rather than just serving a small group of powerful individuals. Conclusion: vigilance and responsibility in the modern world. In the current context, understanding and interpreting religious prophecies is not only an academic exercise, but also a practical task of high importance. These prophecies are not just warnings about the future, but also calls for vigilance and responsible action. Technology and global politics are changing rapidly, and we need to be ready to face the challenges that these changes pose. By upholding moral and religious values, we can ensure that these changes are managed responsibly while protecting our personal freedom and human rights. Humanity is standing at the dawn of a new era, and how we respond to the challenges of today will determine our future. By maintaining vigilance and acting responsibly, we can ensure that the future of humanity will not be a time of control and surveillance, but a time of freedom, justice, and sustainable development.